Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boscheman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at each life path number, the forecast for October 2023. Before we get into that, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like a personalized reading where we can take a look at your personal numerology, including your year ahead forecast, your diamond report, couples numerology, you name it, we can look at it. Just book some time with me. My information is in the description box below, and I look forward to working with you. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. Life path number 4. Okay, so I like the energy that we are working with this month for October. We have the energy of the 3, so automatically we have a lot around creativity, around sort of creative ideas, sharing our creative ideas, collaboration, working with others. Maybe meeting new people who can help us to get a creative project off the ground. This is also a lot coming in around like communication. So the lines of communication being opened in areas where maybe there was some miscommunication or those lines were cut off for some reason. So we could see a lot around like our inbox being full or reconnecting with people that we've lost touch with are now sort of maybe reaching out and resurfacing. So if there's someone where there's been sort of lack of communication or like misunderstandings, this can be a month where that sort of gets alleviated and where those lines of communication open up, and maybe we and the other party figure out a better way to communicate so that both people can be on the same page, right? Or at least have a greater understanding of what the other person is trying to convey. You may also see a lot come in around sharing your gifts, your wisdom, your expertise in some way. 4 energy at its core is really like teacher type energy. It's meant to become the expert at something through typically a lengthy process, and then disseminate that information in a way that it can help others in some way. So it is sort of like that teacher type of energy, right? And so this month you could find that you come up with creative, right? 3 energy, ways to share your wisdom, your ideas, your gifts through your words, right? The written or the spoken word. So maybe you've been toying with the idea of starting a podcast, starting a YouTube channel, writing a book, going out into the world and sharing your ideas through speaking. Something like that could definitely come in for you this month, or at least the opportunity with that. And so if you're thinking about writing a book, this would be a great month to, get your thoughts together, put together your proposal, reach out to publishers, or if you're going to self-publish, look into that process and decide what works best for you. This is actually a really great month for that. And we also have a bunch of eclipses this month, which I'll talk about as we get closer to those, but that can sort of amplify or sort of accelerate the timeline in a way, right? Or initiate new things into our experience. So because the overarching theme this month for 4s has to do with this 3 energy, again, collaboration, networking, socializing, social media falls under this as well. Communication, sharing your work, the written, the spoken word, etc., etc. This could be a very big month for you 4s, especially when it comes to teaching, sharing your ideas. I kind of love this energy for us for that in a big way, right? Like especially because this is like right smack dab in the middle of eclipse season. There's definitely something here about, and again, we'll look at the eclipses as it gets closer, but for the month of October 4s, there's definitely something here about potentially launching something, getting recognition for something, getting accolades, getting some kind of promotion. But the recognition is kind of a big one under 3 energy because it's such big energy and it's very social energy. And so there's kind of like all eyes on you type thing. So you could easily see things coming through now where it's like you've been putting in a tremendous amount of work and now you're finally getting like the recognition for it, right? So kind of love that for us, right? I'm a 4 as well. So yeah. Now with emu energy, that's interesting because emus sort of like, emus, they can run really long distances. They're very like, they're like endurance athletes, right? And so with emu coming through, there's definitely something here about strategy and endurance. And so I think that we can look at this a couple of ways. I see this as either something is being rewarded now for your endurance, for your sort of strategy that you've put forth. Because with 4 energy, let's face it, nothing happens. Well, very few things happen instantaneously with 4 energy. 4 energy requires effort. It requires sustainability. It requires like perseverance and ambition and continuing to show up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So typically for 4s, we see those rewards, but it's often in direct proportion to the effort put forth. So with emu coming through in October, with endurance, right, and strategy, I really think there's something here for some 4s where it's like if there's something you've been really working on for a period of time, you could see that come to fruition now. You could see accolades come through for that, some kind of reward. For other 4s who are starting something, like launching something at this time in October, I would say, this is not new for you to have endurance and to have a strategy and a process and a system and all those things. That kind of just comes with the territory of 4 energy. But I do think that emu coming through is saying, if you're starting something under this energy, just know you will be rewarded for it, but you have to keep showing up. And it's probably going to take a little bit of time. So you'll probably have to invest into it and, commit to it, right? But you will see the rewards. So keep going if your heart's still in it. Because whatever you start under this energy will definitely require some kind of endurance, right? Also with emu, there's this kind of like curiosity. So I would say, with emu and 3 energy, 3 energy is like very childlike. It's very like sees the world through very optimistic, idealistic lens, right? And so it's going to be curious. It's going to want to use its imagination. It's going to want to explore before it commits to something, right, for the long haul. So there's definitely something here with this 3 energy asking you to take your time and be curious and explore whatever it is that comes into your sort of awareness this month that's asking you to commit to it, to sign up for the long haul. Because through that sort of exploration, that curiosity, a whole world of things can open up, new ideas, new insights, new connections that can help you to get this off the ground, whatever this is. So yeah, I kind of love this for us. Also, this could also be about relationships, quite frankly, right? Because with 3 energy, again, it's a very like social, networking, collaborative kind of energy. And so it can bring in some kind of long-term relationship, whether it's a work-related relationship or a friendship or a romantic partner. And with emu coming through, of course, it's saying be curious and have endurance, right? And so try not to be too rigid or too controlling when it comes to what, does it check all the boxes and is it exactly as it has to be? Is it perfect, et cetera, whatever it is. Because creation, 3 energy, is sometimes messy, right? Sometimes it's not perfect. And I would say it's rarely perfect. So try to keep an open mind with that. So overall, love this energy for October for us. Pay attention to those when I drop those videos, whenever that will be, for the new and the full moon in October, because those will be eclipses. And I think those are going to have a significant impact with this energy as well. So could sort of set up a storyline. So pay attention to that when I get those out fairly soon. But I hope it's an awesome October for you all, fellow 4s, and I'll see you there. Okay, take care. Bye for now.